Hey there. Sorry here. So a friend on my Discord server was, having a bit of trouble with this particular Clash of Wills, just because like the units that he had to make the full 16 EX levels, he was having a hard time working out the combination of units. Couldn't really find any guides out there that used this specific set of units. So I took it upon myself to see if I could figure out how to manage a rank 1 clear with these units. And so I think I've worked out the rotation. It's actually a fairly stable team composition. Obviously, with Abby on the team, she's very good, strong tank, manages to keep alive throughout the fight. Elena is our dedicated leader skill for the team, and then everyone else is pretty much just bringing the damage. Kaito, of course, for the breaks and the killers. So I've worked it out that this team, depending on the strength of your units, you could potentially get this one cleared as early as turn 12, but might need to go out to turn 14. I think getting this done between 12 and 14 is pretty reasonable. Assuming you have the units at the EX levels to get EX 16, your units are probably strong enough to get this done at least by turn 14. But I'll show you the gear and everything at the end. Let's make sure we get the clear done first. But there's not really a whole lot of RNG. We actually don't have to worry about any zombies because I have not put any form of counter on Abby, so Abby is not going to counter heal anybody. You can actually have as many zombies as you want with this team. It does not matter how many zombies Osta makes. So let's get in there and see how we get this one done. Alright, so turn 1 is probably the most dangerous turn for Abby. It's really the only turn where she takes any kind of real damage in this fight. After turn 1, she pretty much, her HP level never really drops because she just uses her barriers to soak up all the damage. So we'll start with Rain. He'll do Aldor Leader, double pulverizing. Kaito's going to shift to Voracious because he was in normal for the morale bump. Sorry, I'm still fighting a bit of a cold. Now, my team is EX 18, so Kaito has this torrential downpour accessible. I'm not going to assume that your team is EX 18. Okay, so Kaito is just going to do Crashing Wave, double Deep Submersion for some morale fill. So we are going to go full wind. This is a full wind team. So we're going to do Ineroga to imbue as the crow flies, and then double rapid peck. So Malphasey is starting in normal form. Make sure she starts in normal form because we don't want to shift until we're ready to start dealing serious damage on turn 5. Okay. 2B can just do triple true charge blade. Elena. So Elena started in Brave Shift form because I don't want her magic cover to proc. She has an auto cover, and she will jump out in front and cover the magic damage and die, and then proceed to kill your whole party. So make sure you start her in Brave Shift so she doesn't auto cover. So on this turn, all she's going to do is Shelga and double Curaga. We need to give Abigail at least enough HP to make sure she survives turn 1. Alright, Abigail's going to do Methodical Mitigation and Contingency Plan, and then she's going to do Veil. This is our only source of ailment resist, which we have to have, or else Malphasey gets put to sleep, the team gets poisoned, and it can just be a problem if you don't have some form of ailment resist down the line. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with Malphasey, make sure we're imbued, and then send all those. It's not going to do much damage, like 1 or 2% or something like that. Yeah. It's not a big deal. We are going to try and do a bit of chip damage, though, because we want to make sure that we push the threshold on turn 5. So you see, that's the most dangerous turn, but we have given Abby a form of Guts. Just in case. I don't think she's ever needed it in any test runs that I've done, but yeah, it's there just in case you need it. All right, so Malphase is going to triple rapid peck and then strong headwinds. Okay, that's for the wind absorb so that Abigail can heal herself back up. Okay, so Abby's going to do drone cover because she needs cover. Drone decoy because we want her to provoke the single target physical attack so that she heals. And then she can just do like bar fire rush or something. All right. And Elena will just do with this power Sanctuary and something else. What else should she do? Don't think it really matters that much. She can just do like Shelga or something. Okay, we're just gonna do triple true charge. All right, Kaito will do torrential downpour now. Deadly stream, natural flux. You should definitely be over 150% on this turn. All right, triple pulverizing force. And yeah, should be good to go on that one. Yep. And again, this will just be some chip damage. Okay. See, morale's not really a big problem with this team. Got a lot of people filling up morale, so there's the heals. So Abigail is good on that one. Okay. All right, Abigail is going to use her SLB. If you don't have an EX3 Abby, just use her normal LB. That's fine. Because, yeah, you just want the higher mitigations. Because this turn, the boss is going to do... he's going to do a lot of damage on this turn, but it shouldn't really be a big issue as long as you have decent mitigations up. Okay. Yeah, Abby can go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and do our attack and mag buff. And our defense and spirit buff. Because we're going to try and do like a decent little chunk of damage here on this turn. Alright, with LBs. Again, we'll just do triple rapid peck. And Inaroga. 2B is going to do her brace shifted LB for the mod boosts. Flaring Ether Rain just does triple polarizing force. Alright. And should be good to go there, I think. Yep. Okay. Nice. All right. All right, so you see Abigail not actually taking any HP loss. She shouldn't at any point during the fight, really. Okay, as long as you stay on top of dispelling the boss's attack and mag buffs. All right, so for example, on this turn, we need to use enemy data analysis. And then we'll do drone cover and Barfire Raja. All right, 2B is going to use Tyvis's Spirit to get ready for a burst next turn. Malphase's finally going to shift so that we can prepare for our big burst next turn. Okay, so we'll do Murderous Mob, Skilled Scavengers. We'll just do a rapid peck in there, I guess, and then end with Fleet Winged Flyers. All right, so we're saving the party amp for later. Okay, that big 100% party amp, that's going to come later in the fight when we're trying to finish it off. Kaito, we'll just do Torrential Downpour again. Deadly Stream, Natural Flux, just to make sure all those breaks and everything are good. Here, we'll just do Grace of Will. Okay, and then here we're going to do, actually I think She can use that in both forms, can't she? Just double checking. Yep, that's what I thought. So we're going to do Grace of Procyon, Blessing of Sirius to make sure her LB is filled, and Crystal Echo. Okay, we should be good there. We can go ahead and do the attack and mag buff too. Might as well. Alright, I think we should be good. Okay, so with the attack and mag buff dispelled, yeah, again, the boss doesn't even dent her her barriers, because she has like 100,000 HP barrier, right? So don't have to worry about that. All right, so we're gonna LB. Oh, he's not quite full. That's a shame. LB. And then triple pulverizing force. Yeah, it's not a big deal if Kaito's doesn't have a full LB. We'll just do triple deep submersion. That's fine. His damage is pretty irrelevant, anyways. And then in the end, we're just going to do a triple bar fire Raja with Abigail, just to help get everyone's sort of LBs, refilled a little bit for later. All right. Let's not forget our defense and spirit and our attack and mag buffs. Okay, yeah, this should do, this team has been regularly doing over 3 billion on this turn. It doesn't really matter how much you do. All that matters is that you hit the HP lock, and that's all you really need to do on this turn, is hit that HP lock, so that we can get that behind us. All right, well, let's do it. Okay, we did it. You notice we are ignoring the brakes, so the boss, we don't have any form of brake resistance on the party. We are ignoring the brakes. There you go, 3.2. Okay. So, boss has been dispelled, we've been dispelled. We basically just have to get set up. Okay, so Kaito, he'll re-up the killers. He'll do Crashing Wave again and Unpredictable Tide to get rid of the undispellable buffs. Alright, Rain just does, we'll actually just do a single cast of Pulverizing Force, because we need to save his MP a little bit. Because MP does become a bit of an issue for units like Rain and 2B and Kaito down the line. So we do need to be conscious of that here. Alright, so we're going to re-imbue with Ineroga. Do As the Crow Flies again for the Imperil. We'll do... we'll just do a... Rapid Peck. Alright. And then end with Dreams of Flying. She's going to do another LB next turn because she only has one more turn on her in her Brave Shift form. All right, 2B is going to come back. She can just do she can do double True Charge Spear, and why not just do triple True Charge. Okay. Elena's going to come back. Okay, and she is going to do... she'll do Shelga. And then maybe double Pollux Blade. Alright, Abigail just needs to do her cover. Contingency plan. And Veil for the ailment resists. Okay. Go ahead and do attack and mag breaks again. Actually, you know what I'll do? What I'll do is Ineroga As the Crow Flies Let's go ahead and do this aerial ambush because it's got a better modifier, and then Dreams of Flying. Alright, that should be good. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. And there you go, a little chip damage, not too shabby. Alright, so that turn, you know, that one's a pretty tame turn. It's just a lot of morale fill on the boss's side. There's like 8,000 morale. So you just kind of have to fight back against that morale a little bit. Alright, so we'll do another Corvid Crush. We'll do another LB from 2B. Kaito is going to do Deadly Stream, Deadly Stream, Natural Flux, and Deep Submersion. Actually, now let's do this LB. Yeah, I think that's what I would rather do. Elena can do her LB to chain with Malphase, and then Rain will just do triple pulverizing force. All right. On this turn, just double checking everything here. Yep. All right. So we should. Yep. All right. So Abigail can do her SLB. Okay. We'll do Defense and Spirit. We'll go ahead and do our Resurging Will too, because you want to go ahead and do any sort of like healing MP refill before we get zombified and it starts dealing damage. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright. So I think we should, yeah, everything should be pretty much in place there. So I'm going to send Kaito and 2B first to make sure all the brakes and weapon apparels and things are in place. And then I'll send Malphase, Elena, and Rain. Alright? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay, and you know, it's not huge damage because we're only working with a 35% amp right now, but yeah, it's fine. You know, we don't want to use the big party amp until Malphase is, you know, ready to shift back into her transform. Okay, which she's got 3 turns on that, so yeah, we'll just so Kaito's just gonna re-up killers. We'll just do double deep submersion for the morale fill. The boss, yep, so we should still be dispelling all that good stuff. So this turn is one that can be bad if you forget to if you forget to do Mirage. So that's actually, I'm glad I remembered that. We're going to do Avoid and then double True Charge Spear, because we need the Mirage for Elena, because he's going to do those 2 very strong single target physicals again. We've got to make sure Abigail doesn't take those, so Elena has to provoke. Alright, so here we're just going to do drone cover. Shelga, we're going to re-up our Veil just to make sure our ailment resists are all good. Rain just keeps doing rain things. Alright, Malphase is back to normal form now, so she's just going to do triple rapid peck. And Inaroga, just to make sure we're always staying imbued. Let's not forget our attack and mag. Okay. Yeah, Elena's going to do all of that stuff, and we should be good. Okay, and we're just chipping away, slowly chipping away here. There's no rush, you know, there's no turn limit we have to worry about. All right, Abby's fine, still plenty of barrier. You see 2B got zombied, it's perfectly fine. So since Abigail is not countering, we honestly don't care. We honestly don't care about zombies. You know, Osta can make as many zombies as he wants. We really don't care. All right, so we're just going to continue dishing out damage. All right, we're going to start the wind ramp next turn. I think, is that right? We're going to start that. Yeah, we're going to start that next turn. I think, what did I do? Oh my gosh, all right. I'm trying to remember what I did now. All right, I think all I need to do here is, all right, because the boss doesn't have any attack and mag breaks, so I think I'm just going to do some LB fill. I'm going to try and do some more chip damage here. Alright, because 2B does have her mod boost from her brace shifted LB, so I'd like to make sure we take the opportunity to use that. Alright, we have all of our killers in place, so we're looking pretty good. So I'd like to just go ahead and do this. I don't think there's any problem with doing this. Abigail should still have all of her mitigations. She's got her cover. Yep, I think we're honestly good to go on this one. Let me just check her elemental resists. Yep, her elemental resists are still good. So we're solid. Okay. So, yep, let's go ahead and send these guys. Okay. You know, because we'd like to put ourselves in position to potentially kill on turn 12. That would be an ideal kill turn. Okay, so another very tame turn from the boss. No big issues there. Okay. Okay, now, question is, can I get, honestly, it doesn't even really matter, does it? Okay, so we're going to start the wind ramp on this one. So I'm going to do triple rapid peck, end with strong tailwinds. I'm going to shift here, 1, 2, 3. All right, Kaito's just going to re-up killers. Deadly Stream, Natural Flux. Make sure all of that is good to go. Elena's going to shift. She's going to use her Perfect Dispel on this turn because the boss has the Elemental Resist buffs up. Got to get rid of those. So we'll do Race of Procyon, which does the Perfect Dispel. I'll just show you if it will show you. All right, so we'll do that. And then Pollux Blade, Judgment of Beetlejuice. Flaring Rain just does triple pulverizing force. Abigail, make sure she uses her SLB. If she doesn't have her SLB because yours is the EX2, just use her regular SLB. Her regular LB. You just got to maintain those mitigations at least, 80% gen, 80% magic mitigation. That's important. Less for her. It's important less for her as it is for the party because the party has the damage over time. You got to make sure that they survive the damage over time. All right, I'm just double checking myself. I think we should be good here, so I'm gonna go ahead, activate that. So I'm gonna send Kaito and Elena first to make sure that the elemental buffs are dispelled. And then I'll send everybody else. And we should be good to go on that. Just double checking myself. Yep. Okay, so we are in very good position here. We'll probably kill the boss on turn 12. Okay, you notice 2B hasn't, in no danger of dying from the zombie, even though she does have a self-heal. No problem there. All right, now this is a potentially dangerous turn for Abby if you're not prepared for it. So Abby's going to use methodical mitigation, re-up contingency plan for her big barriers, and Shelga, just to make sure we have that covered. We should still have our ailment resists up, right? Yep. So we're good there. Elena's going to come back and make sure she's provoking. And then just double Barb Lazaja, I guess, to refill 2B, although 2B is going to use Tybus's spirit here anyways, so it doesn't really, it's not really necessary, I guess. It's good for Kaito, I guess. Kaito will want to use his LB next turn. So now we'll do Crashing Wave, Undulating Waves to sort of extend all the breaks and imperils so that we don't have to reapply those anymore, and then just Torrential Downpour to make sure our killers are good for pretty much the rest of the fight, because this should end no later than turn 14. And in fact, like I said, we're probably going to kill next turn. Okay, so we're shifting Malphase. She's going to do all of her setup jazz. Okay, Murderous Mob, Skilled Scavengers. As the Crow Flies, yep, we want to make sure we re-up that. And Dreams of Flying for the mag store. Rain can just do triple pulverizing force. Although he's honestly not going to chain with anybody, is he? So maybe he shouldn't do that. Oh, no. You know what I did? This is what I did. That's right. I shifted Rain. I had him do his Brace Shifted LB for the 40% Sword Imperil on this turn. That's right. I remember now. We'll go ahead and do the Defense and Spirit buff just to make sure Abby doesn't take too much damage. Resounding Will, because we get that every turn. Let me check Abby's. Yep, her elemental resists are all good. Yep, so I think she's all good there. Don't need to worry about that. So, yep, I'm going to send just all these folks here. Okay. Dude, that's weird. I thought I provoked with Elena. Did I mess that up? I was almost sure I provoked with Elena. Did I accidentally provoke with... Oh, because I had her Omni cover. That's why. Okay. No big deal. She's back to full anyway, so as you can see. So, she tanked it like a champ. I think I was supposed to do Omni cover and then drone cover so that she got the 90% gen mit, but then only did mag. I'll put that in the turn chart. I will put a turn chart together. Might not get it out today. Might come out tomorrow, but I'll make that adjustment in the turn chart. But anyways, it's not, it's not a big deal because we're about to kill this boss anyways. So LB, shift, LB, and triple pulverizing force. I am going to make sure that I activate the mag cover. I believe we got to get rid of the attack and mag. Oh no, we used crashing wave, so we don't have to do that. So drone cover. This is just in case you don't kill. So we'll do drone cover, Shelga, and Veil. Okay, but we're almost certainly going to kill the boss here. Okay, Alright, we should be good to go. Alright, and yeah, very good. Alright, so we send Malphase, 2B, Kaito, and then Rain and Elena. And this should finish the boss, I think. There it is. 12 turns. You know, if variance is unfriendly, and there you go, 3.4. So if variance is unfriendly to you, you know, you may have to push it to turn 13. I think turn 14 at the latest. But you just basically keep doing what, you know, keep doing what you're doing with Abby, and you can take as long as you need. All right, so there's a rank 1. Damage spread, pretty even amongst 2B, Rain, and Malphase there. And yep. Alright, don't care about the rewards anymore. Alright, let's take a look at the gear. Okay. I try not to go too crazy on the gear. So hopefully this is doable for most people. So for Abby, the big things are just making sure she has plenty. And actually, before I go any further, let me go back and just do the party element resist, so you see what it looks like with all mods turned on. Okay. So with all mods turned on, Abby has nearly 200% lightning and dark, so that means you need to initially build her for 300% lightning and dark. Thereabouts. It doesn't have to be exact, because, you know, Abby's already tanky enough. She can handle it, but pretty close to 200% lightning and dark. So that way you just don't have to worry about any buffs, you know, any elemental buffs. We do get a 100% lightning buff from 2B when she uses a void, and then Elena does have a 200% dark buff. So you could potentially get away with having less resistance on your Abby, but might as well. Blessed Warrior's Robes is a nice piece of gear that has 15% undispellable Reaper mitigation. So the boss is part Reaper. Dragon Touch Cloak provides 15% dragon mitigation. And that's, again, undispellable. So that's just a nice little extra layer of protection for Abigail. Midsummer Boater is there for the one form of Guts, just in case you need it on turn 1. As you can see, for the rest of the fight, she was never in any danger. It's just turn 1 is the most dangerous one, so Midsummer Boater takes care of that. And then here's the gear that we used to get all the resistances. And then this is the vision card that was on Abby's banner. So if you have Abby, you probably pulled this card. If not, just, you know, best bulky take card that you have. Elena in her normal form, just, you know, a bunch of high spirit gear. If you don't have Prophet's Diadem, but maybe you have the Dancer's Diadem, that would honestly be better. Dancer's Diadem would be better, strictly because it comes with the passive provoke, which is kind of nice. But yeah, it's just all high spirit gear because she's really here trying to do more damage than like tanking and support. As you can see, her damage was still abysmal. She's doing like, you know, a quarter of the damage of all the other damage dealers. But yeah, it is what it is. Here's all the killers that I use. It's terrible trying to build her for killers on this fight. I think she's got 300 machine, 275 dragon, 150 reaper. Her LB damage is only 200%. It's like dreadful trying to build this chick for anything. But yeah, there it is. In her Brave Shift form, pretty similar. I gave her Kingly Raiment for some extra reaper killer there. And then yeah, just more killers. She does need her TMR in this form just to make sure she caps her spirit. But I think she's got all the same issues here. Like she doesn't even have. Oh no, there it is. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, does she not have LB damage boost? Yeah, so she's got 300% LB damage boost in this form because this is the form that's, you know, it's built more for damage. So this is the form that you want it in, but still couldn't cap killers. You know, 250 machine, 275 dragon, 125 reaper. It's just like dreadful. I think she'll have a better time next clash, because next clash is demon and human. It's demon human plant, so that's at least 2 of Elena's killers that she can hit there. All right, moving on. 2B in her normal form gets all the best gear because she is the top damage dealer, as you saw in the damage spread. Here's what we use to get all of her killers capped up. She is EX3, so she has her own vision card. Doesn't need Dark Vision's Katana, but you could do it if you needed it, or if you wanted to, you know, EP her out a little bit. She's capped on all of her killers, easy enough. Pretty much same build in Brave Shift form, with the exception of instead of the Esper stats from Sorcerer's Power, we put in Titus's Spirit. And yep, easy peasy, full LB damage, full killers, easy peasy. All right, Rain is pretty much built exactly the same in both forms, so just high attack gear. Doesn't need much to get his killers. Urba's Boon was there just in case. That was from a previous clear where I thought he might need some guts. Doesn't need it. You can take that out. Honestly, put some MP refresh in there. That would be really good in place of that. He is EX3, so he has his own vision card. The friend on the Discord said that his Rain was also EX3, and so he has this card. So I figured I was, you know, free to use that on my Rain. Pretty much exact same build here. Oh, I gave him some status ailment resist in this form, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't really need it. Again, put MP refresh. That's what he really needs. Again, same thing. Maxed out on all the killers, and he really only does that one turn in this form for the Sword and Peril. That's it. Kaito in normal form with the Empress's Rod, Treasure Memorial Ring for that turn 1 LB fill. Give him Honorable Rod Arts to equip the Rod. And then he spends the rest of the time in Brave Shift form. Here's the gear that I use to try and, you know, allow him to deal a little bit of damage. He's a dreadful damage dealer, but he's about on par with Elena. I don't know if that speaks well to Kaito or speaks ill of Elena or what, but does about as much damage as Elena, I guess. He at least maxes the killers easy on this one, right? So 300 Machine, Dragon, Reaper, 300 LB damage, so yeah, that's something. Go Kaito. Alright, Malphase in normal form. Cryo Scrunchie is there just because of the sleep, but you're using ailment resist anyway, so not a big deal. And then just some cow gear to sort of buff up her stats. I gave her this card. You could use her own vision card if you wanted. I think that's perfectly fine, but this one just has a little higher mag on it. She's got 300 Machine, Dragon, 250 Reaper. You don't have to worry about LB damage in this form because she's not using her LB here. I could have given her a little more killers in place of Urba's Boon. That would have been fine. In her Brave Shift form, you do want to make sure she's got full LB damage and full killers. So here are the killers that I used there. And 300 Machine, Dragon, Reaper. Plenty of LB damage. Yeah, she's good. She's good. Alright, so there's the team. That's how we got it done. Hopefully this was helpful to you guys. I know it's a little bit last minute, only like 2 days left in Clash of Wills, but you know, better late than never, so hopefully this one helps somebody out there. Thank you so much for following me, and I'll see you on the other side.